Jai Shrimanarayana. Today's pasuram is pasuram 19. Kuththu velakkiya kottukkal kattil mel. In yesterday's pasuram, Andal takes the permission of Nappinai or Neda Devi, and with her permission is now able to visualize the place where Tayar, Nappinai and Krishna, Perumal are there physically present. And because one cannot be separated from the other, she immediately gravitates or pivots to a place where you can see both of them, because we need both of them to be able to enjoy the jnanam or anandam that we are going to get. So this jnanam now is represented by the kuththu viLakku area, right? In the sense that the lamps that are supposed to be lit on the four posts of the bed, if you look at it, it's going to be effulgent. Sada pashyanti surayaha tadvishnoho paramam padam sada pashyanti surayaha. Anytime they describe Vaikuntham, it's supposed to be described as effulgent, full of sun rays, ever lit, because there's full of jnanam there, and Perumal is going to be seated in that place. Similarly, here Andal imagines, or rather not just imagines, visualizes. It's not an imaginary thing, it's a real thing that she visualizes the divine couple being on the bed, in keeping with the theme of the awakening that she does through these pasurams. So when she does that, the four posts of the bed are supposed to have been constructed with the tusks of wild elephants. And these elephants represent our ahankaram. Like elephant itself is a big, huge ahankaram. And there are four different other types of ahankaram that are represented by the four beds that we need to control. Once you control that ahankaram, the state that you will reach is the bed. The bed is supposed to be, is described as pancha shayanam. And the pancha shayanam is given the name because, like, the word pancha itself, right, in many of our everything that we use has a pretty good significance. The pancha kacham that we tie itself is supposed to bring in the five indriyas. When we want to do something, say a puja for example, we need to bring all the five indriyas to do that one thing, which is a service to Perumal. And hence we wear the panchakacham, and that's accorded a specific status. That's why we have people that are in pujas or in service use the panchakacham. Similarly, the bed is supposed to be in panchashayanam. And the panchashayanam is also something that brings it in a certain state. It's supposed to have characteristics that are like white. It's super white. So also what we wear, it's supposed to be white, spotless, clean, gives you that mental feeling that it's good to begin with. Needs to be fragrant. Nobody likes a smelly place. It needs to be soft and yet firm, cool when warm, and warm when cool. Those are the qualities that they describe as the five qualities that a shayanam needs to have, a bed would have. If you have these qualities, it brings you to a state of equilibrium where you have anandam when you sleep. So also Perumal, when Perumal sits on Adisesha, who is described to be white, with all of these qualities, right? And so with all the five qualities, when Perumal is seated on this, he's in Anandam. He takes us into the state of Anandam with Jnanam when he puts us on his lap in Sri Vaikuntham. And that's where Andal wants to be, and she pleads with Nappinai and says, the tattvam that your husband represents is to take us in and make us belong to him. How is that possible that he is ignorant of this and just not bothering to take us in? We are suffering and we just want to reach the state of a muktatma please do make sure that you can influence him to take us on the bed that we desire to be in with everyone, all of the Muktatmas. And this is what is represented by kuththu velakiriya kottukal kattil mel panchashayanatin meleri pasuram, where Andal wants to kind of in between bring us the joy of what the end goal is going to be. Thank you. Prayers at Andal's feet for getting us to imagine or visualize the place of the final destination of this journey in the samsara.